Well, hey there, how's it going?
Everything is good.
Hell yeah. Hey, if you all didn't know, I am on a call right now with the one, the only Dan Lorenzo, and just asking him how it's going. We have just connected by phone call here, and yeah. So how's it been going with the music and everything? Keeping busy,
Well,
I
I
see.
mean, we're excited. We have Patriarchs in Black, and for those who don't know, is Johnny Kelly from Typo Negative on drums,
Hell yeah.
and he was also in Danzig, and he's currently in Quiet Riot. So Patriarchs in Black is myself on guitar,
Yeah.
Johnny Kelly on drums, and then we use different singers and bass players for just about every song.
Yeah, a couple handful of good guests there. I was checking it all out.
Yeah.
Plus, I've listened to, a lot of your previous interviews, so I think there was a good handful of them so far.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm doing
so-
a bunch every night. Yeah.
Yeah. More notably over here on the Zach Moonshine show is when I first heard of you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've been a fan ever since. Like, that's been quite a few
thank
years
you.
now. Yeah, you're most
Awesome, thank
welcome.
you.
Hell yeah. Well, I was getting ready for the interview. I was just re-listening to the whole album, like front to back. It is like dope as fuck. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're really happy. It's called Patriarchs in Black Visioning, and it comes out July 19th on vinyl and CD and digital. And yeah, we couldn't be happier. It came out really great. And some of the singers on the album include Mark Sunshine, who's in a band called Unita, Carl
Nice.
Legel, who was in Corrosion of Conformity on the Blind album, which is a lot of people's favorite
Hell yeah.
DMC album.
Yeah.
And then DMC from Run DMC is on his solo. We got Johnny Araya, Tom Araya's brother, on bass
That's
on a
sick.
couple songs. So
Nice.
yeah, a lot of different people. It keeps it really fun and interesting. So every song sounds a little different vocally.
Hell yeah. It really does, but it all blends together all so well.
Yeah, I feel like it does. Thanks.
It does. You're most welcome from front to end. Like, the whole thing. It blends very well.
Thank you, Vicky.
Hell yeah, you're so very welcome. I couldn't wait to tell you that. But yeah, like I said, I've been a fan for quite a long time already, and I can't wait to hear more. So, are you guys working on more stuff right now?
Wait a minute. We haven't even come out with our third album yet. You want us working on new stuff already?
No, I'm hungry. I love new music. I love music.
what?
So yes.
Any other band would say, no, of course not. We just want to promote our third album, Visioning. But I've already recorded 5 songs for the next one. So,
I bet you.
yeah,
I bet you have.
I'm keeping busy.
Yeah.
I wrote 2 songs for DMC solo record, and he just sent me a third one to start working on.
Oh,
And,
sick.
I'm writing a couple songs for Bobby Blitz from Overkill, not for Overkill, but for Bobby Blitz.
Okay.
He and I did a record called The Cursed Room Full of Sinners in 2007.
Nice.
So we always stayed friends. Nonfiction, my old band from the early 90s, we toured Europe and America with Overkill.
Oh,
And
wow.
Blitz and I have always been really good friends. So Blitz is a big fan of Patriarchs in Black and Vessel of Light, and
Hell yeah.
I'm writing some songs with him right now.
Such
But yeah, so
nasty.
really right now we're just promoting the Patriarchs in Black album Visioning, which, like I said, is out July 19th.
Heck yeah. I can't wait. Can't wait. Even though, I've heard so much already, and I still can't wait. I can't wait to hear more. But
Awesome.
hell yeah. Another question I was going to ask is, have you toured anywhere, Europe side?
Well, I
and,
have, of course.
Yeah.
But Patriarchs in Black hasn't, because
Yeah.
Johnny Kelly, like I said, he's with Quiet Riot every weekend, and we
Yeah.
have 7 different singers and 9 different bass players. So it's really more of a project. We haven't played any shows yet. I mean, we would love to play a European festival, but I
Oh,
wouldn't do it without less than 3 of our singers. So
Exactly.
right now we haven't done any shows, but of course I've been touring my whole life with other bands like 80s and Nonfiction, and then I had a band called Vessel of Light, which was
Oh,
doing
yeah.
our 10th show right when COVID hit. So that was the end of that.
Aw, yeah. That was such a shitty time. That definitely threw a wrench in a lot of people's plans, but a lot of people definitely
For
kept
sure.
busy, and
Yeah.
I see that you're one of the people. Yeah,
Yeah.
those tasty as hell riffs, like, man, how the hell do you come up with all these amazing songs? Where
For
does
me,
your inspiration draw from?
I think it's just the people I play with. It's so exciting to me, even though This is Patriarchs in Black Visioning is the 24th album of my life, believe it or not.
Wow.
And I'm still as passionate as the first album I put out in 1987
Nice.
with Hades. But it's just the people I'm jamming with, playing with, like when a guy like Kyle Thomas from Exorder
Yeah.
tells me he'll sing a song on our record. It's like, how could you not be inspired? I mean, working with Johnny Kelly, who's,
Heck yeah.
toured the world with Typo Negative and Danzig.
Must be amazing.
It's inspirational that these people will, play my songs. So it's thrilling and it keeps me inspired, I think.
Heck yeah. It's something. It's something magical, I tell you. Those songs are pretty cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, aside Europe and stuff like that, have you ever played here in Canada?
Every time I had a show booked in either Paris or anywhere in Canada, we couldn't get into the country. Your
Really?
country's not easy. It's not like I'm an illegal immigrant coming across the Mexican border.
I know.
It's tough to get into Canada. Canada's got some tough borders, man. Every show I ever had scheduled for Canada was canceled.
Yeah, you're
Couldn't
not
get
the
into the country.
you're not the first one I've ever heard that from either, and a lot of
Yeah.
other people they got,
I wish the American border was this tough.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely not like that. Well, geez, but that sucks. That really sucks. Yeah. Would have been cool to catch one of your shows one time
course.
over on this end of the planet. It's
Sure.
it's a pretty bumping scene that we got over here, and they would eat your
Yeah.
guys' stuff right up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everything. And I've listened to a lot of your music, so I mean everything.
Thank you.
Everything.
Thank you, Vic.
Yeah, you're most welcome, definitely. I'm just here to help. I'm just here to, play tasty music and support the bands and artists. And yeah, I love doing what I get to do. Just like you're as passionate about, you're writing your music.
For sure.
Hell yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I'm kind of like sort of on cloud nine right now because I just found out that I was bumped up to assistant station manager over here at MDR. So.
Oh, awesome.
I know,
Congratulations.
and I get to talk to you tonight, so yeah, it's been a good end to the day. A great
It
end
can
to
only
the
go
day.
downhill from here, right, Vicky?
Right? Like, totally. I'm ready to ride. Wee. But, yeah, so it's so cool that you're keeping busy and pumping out all this killer tunes.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah. So, other than that, what are some of your craziest stories while touring on the road, or what was one of your favorite bands to play with alongside?
Let's see. Well, with nonfiction, we got to open up for Alice in Chains.
Oh,
when,
sick.
I don't know if this is a crazy story, but how many paid people was Alice in Chains in nonfiction in Spring Valley, New York? 126 paid people because it was right before Man in the Box came out.
Wow.
So we got to play pinball with Alice in Chains and listen to them do sound check with some of the songs from Dirt.
Wow.
But like I said, nonfiction toured Europe. We toured America with Overkill. I mean, we did a lot of headlining shows too, but
Hell yeah.
then we went over to Europe with Overkill and Sabotage.
Sick.
On Chris Oliva's last tour, unfortunately, in Europe before Chris got hit by a drunk driver
Yeah.
a year later. But we played shows with Typo Negative. We played shows. We opened up for Anthrax and Slayer.
Hell
My
yeah.
old band Hades. So we kind of played with everybody except for Metallica. So
Hell
there's
yeah.
just- a lot of them blend in together. But there's a lot of it was fun, and I'm happily
Sounds like
married
it.
now. I haven't toured in a while.
Yeah.
But, it was a lot of fun. When you're younger, it's definitely a lot more fun. When you get older, it's a little harder. So
Heck
right
yeah.
now, I'm just excited about Patriarchs in Black and all the music we're putting out. And the response has been so good. I'm getting a sore voice from doing all the interviews.
Aw. I make sure that I'm pretty laid back and easy, so no stress here. But that's so cool, though. It's so cool, though. So those are quite the handful of amazing bands there that you've been, jamming alongside, and
Open for you.
hell yeah, that's so sick. That must have been a rush and a half. But nowadays it's so cool that you get to sit at home and make music, connecting, and all that other stuff. So has that been easier on you?
Yeah, I mean, it's, recording. I just go into the studio before anybody else does, and I play all of my riffs to a click track. I arrange the song.
Nice.
And then I send them to Johnny Kelly, who's living in Texas. I live in New Jersey. Johnny lives in Texas.
Right on.
And then we send it to different singers all over America and sometimes even in Europe. So, you know, whether we send it to New Orleans and Kyle is singing, or we'll send it, there's a Jersey singer named Mark Sunshine and another guy named Rob Trainer from a band called Black Water Rising.
Okay.
Rob sang a song, but then Carl Legel, he lives in North Carolina. We got Dewey Bragg, who lives in California.
See?
DMC is in Jersey, actually, with me. He's only
Nice.
a couple miles from my house.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool, you know, getting all these different people involved because it keeps everything interesting.
Yes, it definitely does, and it's interesting and inspiring. It's so cool. Hell yeah, jealous. That is so cool. So how long have you been writing music, and has it just predominantly been you that's writing the music, or do you work with the other members?
For Patriarchs in Black,
Yeah.
I write all the music except for I don't write all the lyrics and melodies.
Okay.
I wrote everything from I think 3 songs on the first album and 2 songs on the second album, and
Okay.
and 1 song on the new album. I wrote the lyrics as well. But generally, I'll give my music to a singer, and if he needs help with lyrics or melody, I always have stuff in my head, but
Yeah.
I like to see what they come up with first, just in case they come up with something like way better than I would think
Yeah.
of, you know. So plus, when you're playing with talented people, that kind of makes it fun to see what they would do with your song, you know.
It does. Yeah, it is for sure, definitely. So how long have you been doing that, writing your own music?
Oh God, since 1978, 79. as soon
Shit,
as
I
picked
was
up a
just
guitar.
born then.
Yeah, well, as soon as I picked up a guitar, I wrote a bunch of bad songs. But
Yeah.
I probably started to become a pretty good songwriter in the early 80s.
Nice.
Hades was on a compilation album called Metal Massacre 6.
Okay.
And then the first compilation ever on Megaforce Records was called Born to Metalize. So I've been doing it a really long time, since
Nice.
before you were born, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I was just born in 78. Yeah, that's so cool. It's great to hear that you've had quite a successful go at it.
I don't know about success, but I've had a lot of fun, and I put out a lot of records. you
In
know.
my eyes, you're successful, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's all that matters to me. In my eyes, you're successful. Hell yeah.
Thanks, Vicky.
Yeah, you did it, and I wish you all the best, and I'm just so happy and stoked that I was able to connect with an interview with you. I was like, no way. When I was approached with the opportunity, I was like, that'd be so sick. I'm like, I've always heard him being, I'm like, I'm always hearing him being interviewed, and I'm always part of that show, and I never get to interview him myself. So when I got offered, I was like, hell yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to ask any embarrassing questions. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Okay.
I just love, hearing what's the inspiration behind your music writing, and, how long you've been in it, and what made you want to start, and when did you learn playing guitar, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. So you were pretty young at the gigs, so that's cool to know. You have to be to sound the way that you do. I mean, you write some
thanks.
pretty killer songs, so that's all I gotta
Appreciate
say.
it.
You're so very
Cool.
welcome.
Well, thanks for the support, and thanks for spinning us.
Heck yeah, always will. But yeah, I'm actually getting ready to do a show pretty soon after I speak with you. I'm on air for a couple hours, so I'm gonna play some Cassius King because I love all that stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Heck yeah, you're
Have
so.
you ever heard of Vessel of Light?
Yes, I love that
Okay.
too. I love that too. I have that going on as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Vicky.
Heck yeah, man. But I don't want to take up too much of your time. But
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
yeah, it's out July when again? 19th?
July 19th, Patriarchs in Black Visioning.
And they could
It'll be
find you
our third
everywhere.
album, and it's on Metalville Records. But thanks so much for the support.
Heck yeah. You definitely, you better believe it. And if you got anything else that you want to come on air and talk about from time to time, just hit me up and I'd be glad to. Before I let you go, can I ask you to make me a station tag?
Sure.
Thank you so
What do you
much.
want me to say?
Anything you want. This is Dan Lorenzo. You're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Hey, this is Dan Lorenzo from Patriarchs in Black, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Dan.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah. I hope you have a great rest of the night, and I can't wait to
Thanks.
crank up the tunes. You're so welcome.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for having me.
Heck yeah. You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. There you go, guys. The one, the only Dan Lorenzo. He's fucking sick. I didn't want to keep up too much of his time, but it was pretty sick to talk to him. Like, I'm starstruck right now. I had a lot of questions. I'll ask him again in a future interview, I'm sure. But until then, that's what you get, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little chat. Right now, we're going to play some badass Cash is King, Vessel of Light, Patriarchs in Black. Hell yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'll come back and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.